Hi, it's Tandy Gutierrez, and this is your Tip Tuesday mini vid. So my Tip Tuesday mini vids seem to be a little bit of a rant sometimes, but they're usually in response to questions and themes that I'm getting over and over and over from emails and private messages from the fan page. So today's Tip Tuesday mini vids is about supplements and vitamins. What's my spiel, what's my opinion, and what do I think about them? Number one, I think that anything that somebody's doing to better their health is better. I really do believe that better is better, and that it's a journey, and that you all come into it at different places and from different places and with different bodies that need different things. So just the way I believe with nutrition that each body needs something a little bit different, supplements tend to fall under that category for me because some people can really thrive on them. However, my opinion is that it's a processed food. It's something that goes through an unnatural process to get into your system, that our bodies are built to eat food, and that we are meant to chew and dissolve and extract and digest and excrete and to pull our nutrients in that way. Okay, so the whole thing with vitamins, I personally think is a scare tactic. I think that they convince us that the quality of food and drive home the fear factor of it. Yes, quality of food has changed, and depending on, your place in geography and depending on your resources to purchase certain things, that is different. And sometimes food quality is not stunning. However, it's not as scary as you think. And there's a great book and some good resources that I can refer out if you want them. And the way you cook and prepare food can pull more nutrients out of them as well. So I'm not an advocate for this dumping a huge overdose of something that's been processed that isn't really regulated very much. You're not exactly sure what it is you're getting. And then no matter what, your system has to try to draw on it, and anything that's overload ends up getting peed out and excreted anyhow. So when it comes to supplements, I am not an advocate for them. My family doesn't take them, and we're very rarely sick, and when we are, it's pretty light and we recover quickly. So being healthy doesn't mean you don't ever get or catch anything. It's about how hard of a hit do you take from it, how well do you recover from it. And I really believe in whole real foods for your health. I also think that because of the trajectory of our nutrition and our food, lots of processed things, lots of inflammatory foods over the years, most of us have issues with our gut and don't even know it. So when you're dumping this massive overload of supplements into your system and saying, absorb this, a lot of our systems can't even absorb what needs to be absorbed. So then you're overdosing it, and it's like, I don't even know what to do with this. So personally, I feel like it's a waste of money and a waste of resources. I would much rather see bodies put it into organic foods and the preventative health care instead of this reactionary fear-based overload it and layer it with things. If you do have food sensitivities too, you may not know it yet, or if you do know it, supplements are a danger zone. It's like landmines. So they can be filled with gluten, filled with dairy and whey products and all kinds of chemical gels and stuff that, like, again, your liver and your internal organs and tissues are having to deal with this stuff that it should never really come in contact with in a perfect world anyhow. So that's my spiel on supplements. I don't do them, and I don't advocate for them, and you will never see me trying to push or sell them to you. I believe that you can get what you need from whole real food, and it may take a little bit of an effort and a learning curve, and definitely takes a little bit more preparation, but I believe that that's how our systems are built to function, and that in the long run it saves you money. I really do think it's just, bit of a waste of resources. So that question's come up a lot lately. Sometimes I hedge certain topics because, again, I believe there's an audience for everything. There's always somebody to prove me wrong that has thrived and transitioned their health because of a supplement, and who am I, to disagree with that. If you know it works for your body, then that's fine. But if you're on the fence about it, if you were thinking about starting one, again, I would say put resources elsewhere, because in general, that's just not how we're built to function. We're built to move, and we are built as hunter-gatherers and to have real food products enter into our system and to be able to draw in that way. Now, we don't live in a perfect world, and I understand that, but I think supplements can be a crutch and end up being just another processed, refined food that we're taking in that's not real on our system, and that can ultimately do damage or at least not do any benefit and just be a waste of money. So hope that's helpful. If you have questions, post them below. If you don't want to post it in public, send me your messages. Tandy at pimpyourmat.com or message on Facebook is just fine. I'll see you next week.